Okay, today I'm going to take you on another walkthrough tour of my apartment. So I'm going to do two walkthroughs. One will be while the sun is setting, and then one will be after dark, so y'all can see the effect of the carbon filament light bulbs in my apartment and the ambiance it creates. Okay, let me get out of my Model T truck and we'll go see. There's my 1928 Durant, and there is my 1926 Model T Touring. Okay, let's go. So this house is a mail-ordered house. It was mail-ordered from the Sears catalog and assembled on this spot in 1915. The pieces of lumber that were used to build the frame are actually numbered. Okay, let's go into my apartment. FYI, I'm making tea, so you'll probably hear the tea kettle whistling. Here is the parlor. There's me. Okay, let's go turn off the stove. So my bedroom is through this door. So I have a collector's edition Annabelle doll because I'm a fan of scary movies. You can see it over there in that chair. So once it is nighttime, I'll walk back through here and I'll start explaining everything and telling what year it's from and what it is. Okay, before the sun is gone and the day is done and the shadows fall, I'm going to sit at this table and have a glass of tea, and then we will do a walkthrough tour once the sun has set. It is now dusk. Let's start the music and start the tour. This record is from 1924. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go into more detail about the furniture now. So that chair and that chair was sold to me as a set. I paid $275 for the set at our local antique mall. This record player right here is from about 1904. When I bought it, it was only the frame right here and the motor inside. I bought this separate, I bought the horn separate, I bought this separate, and I bought this separate. And I paid $200 for this. And when these are fully functional and working, which this does, I played it in yesterday's video on TikTok. When they are fully functional, they're worth $1,000 or more, usually more. There's my phonograph. If you would like to hear a song on it, watch my previous videos. This fan, I put a new cord on when I was 6 years old. So I found it in my great-grandpa's shed in the backyard of his house. And my dad did not want me to have it because he was afraid I would cut my fingers off in it. So he cut the cord off. Also, you had to get it spinning with a broomstick because it needed oil really bad. So, long story short, when I was 6, I put a new cord on it, oiled it, and it works to this day. This lamp came from the hotel that burned that I used to work at. I was on my way to work when the fire happened, and I got a call. Anyway, after the fire, I pulled this out of the lobby. The whole ceiling of the lobby collapsed. That is all tar from the roof and stuff. But this is from the turn of the century. I had to bend this little thing back into place and put a new light socket and cord in it. And then I got that shade from my friend Randy in Louisiana. This couch is from the 1890s. I paid $300 for it on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people ask me about the wallpaper. That is actually fabric that I ordered on Amazon, and it saved me money. It saved me money because fabric was $410. If I had wallpaper, this entire room would have been up to $1,200 or more. And then this is a hand-painted painting of me, painted by Sam Bettis Art, custom oil paintings here on TikTok. Here's my television. Let's let that warm up for a minute, and then I'll put on the VHS tape. This lamp was given to me by a fan. It's from the 1910s. I ordered this shade on Etsy. This clock is a calendar clock. Today is the 10th. It is from the 1870s. It is unrestored. The VHS tape will start in just a minute. I may have to rewind it a little bit. Okay, I've rewinded the VHS tape. It'll start momentarily. Here is my Stanley from the 1920s. I also have one from 1913.
My name is Henry Jones, but my friends call me Indy. For more than 90 years, I've lived the adventures of a lifetime. It all began in 1908 when my mother and I joined my father.
So this chair right here is from the 1860s. I bought that on Etsy. I think that chair was pretty pricey. It was like $450. This rocking chair is from the 1890s. I got it on eBay. Here are my tintypes. Notice how it makes my eyes stand out, and it makes me look older. Me and Lizzie. A lot of people ask me about this painting. I honestly don't know much about it. It was just given to me by my friend Whitney, who owns the hotel and the soda fountain. Here's my vacuum cleaner from the 1920s. It is a Hoover, and it works. I vacuumed my floor the other day. Some of this stuff is stuck on, but I do clean my apartment often. This will stop automatically. You will observe this will push in the thing and activate the brake on it any day now. There it went. So here's my refrigerator. It is a refrigerator, not an ice box. It does not take a block of ice to cool the inside. There is the compressor up here. This little dimple indicates it's a CK model, which means the charge of refrigerant is sulfur dioxide, also known as tear gas. Tear gas is not deadly. It is irritating though. Here's my fire extinguisher. You refill the outside of it with baking soda and water, and there's a little glass vial that's held up here that you fill with sulfuric acid. There's my Stanley from 1913. Here's my Hughes electric range from 1917. I just baked this huckleberry pie not too long ago. Here's all my Johnson Brothers dinnerware up here. That's from the 1890s. You can look that up and you will find that it is in fact from the 1890s. And no, it does not have lead in the glaze. I was just drinking tea out of that. And these are from the 1920s. That has water in it because I just washed it. And this is not uranium glass. It is actually Fenton glass. But that is uranium glass, and the sugar ball is uranium glass. I also have a lemon juicer that is uranium glass. I will show y'all that. The lemon juicer is over here. And my friend Shane made this knife for me. He is a blacksmith. I almost cut my finger off. Here's my waffle maker from 1921. Notice the little legs match the refrigerator. And then it's a Westinghouse. There it is. And my favorite part about it is it opens like this. This is my toaster. And this is my iron. It's a Sunbeam iron. So I keep it by the Sunbeam toast. There it is. With that universal 1920s cord that works on everything. Pretty much. Heaters, etc. I'll plug in my toaster so y'all can see that. You'll see it heat up momentarily. The coils will start glowing. Here they go. So with this you have to manually flip the toast. That should be a given. Okay, let's go to my bedroom. So this sewing machine is from 1904. It's a treadle machine. This chair cost me like 40 bucks. I bought it in Louisiana. The sewing machine cost me 100 bucks. That pump organ was 85 bucks. It is a Kimball pump organ. You have to pump the pedals, which pump bellows. It's a reed organ. There's my I Want to Drive a Durant sheet music. Anyway, there's my typewriter. This is a gossip chair from the 1920s. You keep your phone book in here, and you keep your candlestick phone there, and you'd sit there and gossip. A fan gave me this couch for free. This bed actually survived the fire at my old work, the hotel. It was on the 3rd floor, and at the end of the fire, it was left on an island all alone. And of course, me, being me, climbed up there just barely, like by things that were hanging and stuff. And I got up there, got my bed, and threw it down to the 1st floor because you couldn't get from the 2nd floor to the 3rd floor because like there was like nothing there basically. But I saved this bed. I bent it back how it was, and there it is. These lamps are from the 1930s. They're slag glass lamps. I bought them for 99 bucks each. This trunk I bought for $75, and I actually have a coat inside here. This is my closet basically, but one of these coats, I think it is, this one is from 1895. I will show you the date on the inside. This is probably going to be upside down, so let me show it this way. If you observe, it says April the 20th, 95. That is not 1995, obviously, because all the fraying and everything inside on the lining. That is 1895. There is the outside. You will see me wear this in some of my videos, like the video where I roller skated at my birth mom's house. I wore this coat. But there that is. I brought this thing up here by myself one day. It's like 500 pounds. I almost died, but I did it. It was pure adrenaline that was keeping me going. This fan I bought the other day, and I paid 160 bucks for it. It is unrestored from 1925. It's been on for 2 days straight now. There's some 1920s radios, my 1926 Atwater Kent right there that I fix up. I have a DBA called Parkinstines Antique Repair, and I specialize in those antique radio and tube radios. Here's my dresser. This hairdryer is from 1910. It works. Here's a curling iron for guests that stay here. This is the equivalent of my guest bedroom, and this is my bedroom. There is no wall to separate, and I have to have a bed for guests, so there it is. Let's go see my bathroom. There is a clawfoot tub, which is original to this house, which was built in 1915. Now, of course, I do rent this apartment up here, so I can't really make major changes to it and stuff. But if I owned it, I wouldn't have that ceiling like that, and I would not have the little ductless AC units, etc. I would have everything old, even the toilet. I'd have a high tank toilet, but I don't own this. But I am working to get a museum, and if you click my bio, you will see the fund I am raising for that. Anyway, because a lot of people say, you should get a museum. I've been trying for 3 or 4 years now. But anyway, there it is.